Hello, everyone.
Hello.
All right, I think I have to fix this first. It's gonna drive me crazy. Because he
They're
wouldn't.
watching you now, Dad.
I know. I said hi already.
No, I know, but like they just like turn on.
Because I think that he would have to be way bigger.
Was the cookie good, Daddy?
Yep.
I'm going to leave me though. I love you.
I love you too. That's because he would need to be bigger.
Where do I go?
On
Over
the
here?
table. Yeah, anywhere on the table.
Is anybody else gonna draw?
Tyler might. Maybe, possibly.
Is this a good spot? Or
Yep,
does Tyler
yep,
have
nope.
a specific spot?
That's a great spot.
Alright.
I have a question for you, as
Yes.
you know, the art master. So I drew this, yes, right? This is where I had him.
Yes.
He's too small
Yes, he is.
because that would make him a giant.
Yes.
You are a giant.
Like right there.
Echo.
Lift him up a little bit.
Up.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I
And if it gets, if you're, wouldn't it be going to like, this is the central. So we're going from his horizon point, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, it wouldn't be, because if it was his vanishing point, he would still be like over here. It'd just be closer to us. So I guess the horizon is on him, and he would be up here. Yeah, that's
Because I was like, because when I drew it first, I was like, yes, this is perfect right where it is. A couple of days later, right? Come back and pop in. I'm like, that's not right. I must fix that. What's up, Don? Oh, before we get started.
Here he is. Where we go? Whee! Ooh, Dracula's cover's like sick.
Yeah.
That's like a vamp. Like that's straight up a. That's a different Dracula than the one I had.
Yes.
Oh look, it's hard.
Oh wait, you can't have it.
Is this
Wait.
yours?
Oh yeah, these are mine.
These are yours.
This is mine. There you go.
Okay, so this is what's mine.
That's you. Yeah.
Okay, good, good. I was trying to figure out what's going on here.
Why would you do
This
that?
a-
Unless
this
you
a-
want it.
No,
picked
I
it up.
have one.
Alright, so-
I had the first issue
So
of Arcade.
that's the thing. I'm like, I have this, but I picked it up because it's still in the actual plastic case.
I found at Pack Rats a Blood Syndicate slab
Oh,
in the and I put it on my wall in my office.
Oh wow.
I wanted to see if I could find other number ones of the milestones.
Yeah.
While I forget what trip I was in. Maybe it was last Christmas. James found hardware, slab, but he bought it for himself.
It's like, this
Yeah.
is mine.
Because I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm never gonna find Static.
No.
That's like
No.
And Icon might even be a little,
Icon's gonna be super if.
yeah, might be a little rough. But like, Blood Syndicate, I picked up immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
The last one I picked up was Spider-Man 1, the McFarlane cover.
Oh yeah.
It was the gray one.
Okay.
So that one I got. And then I also picked up something else by, maybe it was The Authority or one of those super teams.
Alright, great. See that's perfect. Ugh, stop it.
I'm gonna work on this one.
What are you
Cards.
upper.
I'm in card.
From-
Card tech.
from the upper?
Yeah. Well, part of it's from the upper. I'm taking to Puerto Rico. No, 2 tops, 1 upper deck. Some and these and some commissioned Beltramans.
Mm.
And then at home, I still have Nara Park's Time Bandits.
Time Bandits.
Yeah.
Heck
So I'm gonna be doing that one. And then I have a bunch of other stuff I want to get done, but
So
let's see if I can just get them going. And then I'm also gonna try to work on the MFA. Well, on the Puerto Rico, but I was like, that's why I say like, it's break, but it's not break.
ha. It's hot.
But
So I don't think I'll be working with Tops anytime soon anymore.
yeah, I know that. You showed me that
Oh, okay.
story.
I was like, oh, okay.
But
it's okay.
are you still doing upper deck stuff?
As far as I know, unless I somehow ruined it.
Oh,
I mean, cause I didn't think I didn't think I had a problem with Tops either until they told me that there was a problem with Tops. So but and I know I say this every time, but it's the thing is, my light's coming from over there. I need to change that anyway. The more that I do other people's stuff, the more I realize I don't want to do other people's stuff.
That makes sense.
And I picked up Superman because I've never done Superman,
That sounds cool.
and so I was like, you know what? Let me do Superman because I never did it before. And then there was another one that came in there like it's DC.
Which one?
Like Ultimatum or something, I don't know. Just some compendium of DC that was gonna happen. And so I was like, alright, I'll pick that up too because I haven't done DC. Like I did Bombshells, but it was specific to the women.
But you've never done like the main
character. Yeah, and I wasn't able to do that. So I was like, I'll pick that up. But if they're like, hey, do you want to do another DC one? I'm like, I mean, not really.
Yeah.
Like, if they hit me with like, hey, you want to do G.I. Joe, which they'll never do, but you know what I mean?
Who
Like
has G.I. Joe?
Hasbro. Nobody.
Nobody. Okay, so
Like
nobody
the-
has cards.
Nobody has cards for G.I. Joe.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. But yeah, nobody has cards for G.I. Joe. Although Upper Deck does have AEW. I saw the card.
That is true.
I
But
saw
are
the
they
cards.
doing any drawings?
Not that I saw, but I'm just going. They're the ones who have AEW. Which I was like, oh man, you could really do some cool stuff with that. They've got they still have characters,
Yeah.
but they're not going to do anything with that. Probably. But so I think that
Deciding whether I want to do something with the cards or if I want to do something with the covers. Because I think if I drew something on the covers, I'd just a perfectly good cover.
you think you'd ruin a cover.
Yeah, because I'm not necessarily super awake for some reason. I think that the blood sugar's a little high. That's why I just took pills.
Ah, okay.
It should be fine. But like,
Yeah, I had bought a box for my sketch covers
Okay.
because I'm just so out of it. Look, my blade box. It is packed. I mean, dude. And I still, like, I have covers on top, you know, like, I still have stuff on top. But
I almost want to say also a sweet child, because if you look at my stack of sketch covers,
Yeah.
it's like
you have a mountain.
I've got like 2 mountains.
Oh, you got 2 now?
Like it's ridiculous.
I'm just looking at this going, okay, I have to dedicate some time to doing this. I've got to get, once the Kickstarter's out, once that's out of my, once that's out of my house, sent it, everyone has their stuff, I'm gonna do these sketch covers. Mostly because I need to put together that 10-page proposal for Skybound.
Well, that's cool. Oh,
Did
for Joe?
Yeah, for G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
I want to do Ninja Fight G.I. I told you what I was going to do with Duke, right?
No.
Oh my god. Okay, so for the longest time, no idea how I was going to make Duke a ninja. Byron.
Isn't he Gordon?
I mean,
Byron.
he's so Byron. He's so Byron. I can't, I look.
So who's Gordon?
There's no Gordon. There is no Gordon. Oh, General Hawk.
Yes. Gordon.
Because, I mean, think about it. General Hawk shows up eventually,
Yeah.
steals the show, and then leaves. I would say General Hawk. But in all honesty, I was like, oh no, he's Byron. He's so Byron. And then I was like, you know what I could do? It's just, because I wanted to give him nunchucks. One of the most useless in a long distance fight. Okay, you have nunchucks and I have a spear.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much won that because I'm going to keep you at a distance. But
What if he does the thing where he like rolls the nunchucks onto the spear and like pulls it
the
away?
chain is like that long.
I don't know. I'm thinking of ways that he can win.
And it's like, but I figured giving him a nunchuck, he'd have a sword because he needs to have a sword, you know.
Yeah.
But his main thing is nunchucks. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. This is gonna be perfect.
So you're gonna ninjafy all of the Joes?
Yeah.
Are you de-ninjafying Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes?
Okay.
Are you reversing it?
So
Yeah.
Storm Shadow, there are actual brothers.
Okay.
In my world, they're actual brothers.
Okay.
Okay. Storm Shadow, it's part of his own. He's the clan. He's still the prince of the Arashikage clan.
Yeah.
Right. Like, so he is the thing. Storm Shadow actually has a skin condition,
Okay.
and the skin condition makes his skin scaly.
Okay.
And he had like a child defect that dishinges his jaw.
Yeah.
So he has the look of a snake.
Okay.
So that's why they call him Snake Eyes, right? And he has the deformity makes him so that he can dislodge his jaw. He has actual snake eyes, and he has scale skin, and he fights as the snake style.
Okay.
And the thing is that Storm Shadow is looking for a cure for his condition, so that his brother won't be looked upon as, this cursed creature.
Yeah.
And that's it. Their relationship is true big brother, little brother.
Yeah.
And he's out there to protect his little brother. That's it. That's Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes. And so they're kind of freeloaders, not freeloaders, but freelancers.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, because just like they do in regular Joe comics, sometimes Storm Shadow's a bad guy, sometimes he's a good guy.
Like now in the Larry Hama run, he's a good guy.
Right.
But like in the
Devil's Due one, he was bad.
he was a bad guy, and now in like Skybound separate universe, the Josh Williams G.I. Joe series, it seems like he's a bad guy.
He seems like he's a bad guy. So I'm just kind of having him like he's there, and there will be a fight between them two. They're gonna fight both. They're gonna fight both sides.
Yeah.
Duke's gonna say something,
Okay.
and his band of Joes, and then they're gonna fight them.
Okay.
And then Cobra Commander is gonna be douchey and say something, and then they're gonna fight Cobra Commander and Destro.
Who are you gonna base the Cobra Commander on?
Cobra Commander.
Okay, you're not gonna base it on
No.
George or whatever.
Gordon.
Well, who else is the Ozzy Osbourne ninja?
Or the Russian.
The Russian.
The Russian
Yeah, the Russian
ninja.
ninja. Whatever the hell he was.
Ew. It made no. So dumb. You're just like, this makes no sense. You're like, I know, it's
How have you destroyed
glorious.
the Temple of the Ninja? You're white.
Yeah.
It's like you're like
You're
mega white.
really white. It's like, you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Well, let me go get my phone so I got my list of things I have to draw. Oh
Okay.
my goodness. I'm looking at your. You have a Baroness. No. What's her face like? Sorceress.
Sorcerers, yeah.
That's a really good sorceress.
Yeah, that's from the first run of the He-Man run.
Why are they that good? Because, like, the He-Mans I've seen
Have been pretty mean, man. I picked up that one.
Yeah.
And the Shadow Weaver.
Okay.
But then they also had Pigman.
Yeah.
And I picked it up, but Brown took it. And then
And he's gone.
he's gone. Yeah, he just doesn't. He doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, I remember Pigman. You would bring him up from time to time. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's from the
The Sunman
Sunman line.
from Sunman. Yeah.
Okay. Looking at some of the newer ones you got.
Who is hanging out with you today? This is Dr. Elvin Hernandez.
Hello.
And he's the one who did.
I did the other cover, which I forgot to bring you. The other cover. I need to bring you the other cover.
He's the genius behind this cover.
I also did another one for his most recent Kickstarter.
Yep.
And I forgot to bring his original of that, but I will give it to him at, I guess, at Otakon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be
I will see that.
Just write me and remind me.
Okay.
I'll have it there for you. Is this Storm Shadow? This big one?
Yeah.
That is Storm Shadow.
Yeah.
Well, that's good guy Storm Shadow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because when he wears the camo, he's
Yeah,
good
he's
guy.
good
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
Storm
yeah,
Shadow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Storm Shadow leads a complicated life.
He does.
Like he has a lot of ups and downs.
Well, I mean, it was really
Left and
weird
rights.
when what they were talking about before. You know, like he was. God, stop selecting it. Just let it go. That he was brainwashed and all that kind of good stuff, and I wonder if it was Don. It is. Oh, and this is Don. He does a lot of DCD stuff.
Oh, cool. Hi, Don. I do a lot of these CDs too. What's your handle on Discord? Is it just Don? Because I may have talked to him already.
Oh gosh.
Let me get the phone.
All right.
Back.
He'll be right back. I'll make sure to tell him. He goes by DOHEN 51.
DO 51. Let me see. You see one of the chats.
Hey, AG. gonna. It's my name, Don Henry. What's up, AG? How's it going? How you been? Oh, what is that? Okay. Had to fix up a page. It's always bad when you... But I don't know if it's bad. It's good when you find something that you did wrong and you still have time to fix it. I think it's good. Alright. I was able to fix the sizing on this thing because it was
Did you
rough.
see this? The Max, that's a sketch cover?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Did
look
not.
at that.
I did not. But I'll keep my eye out
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
because I'm going to Tidewater this weekend. So
Do this. Oh, my God.
I've got so many things to do. They have a monthly challenge off the ground. Nice. I still have to jump on that one. Whoops. And lastly, in order to fix this, I need to pull the shadow to the right direction. So, like that. And we can be working on the other one. I say, AG, you should draw some comic pages. Like, have some fun, draw some comic pages.
There you go. Never a bad idea.
Draw Rage. I don't know what you're drawing, but Draw-
Over here?
yeah.
I don't think he's on my list. They give you a list of people you can draw.
I can understand the list of people you shouldn't draw, but I always hated it when they're like, you can draw these people. I'm like, what? Now I want to draw other people. Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
I feel you.
Because normally by the time I get that list, I'm like, ooh, I have an idea. And then I can't do it. I don't.
I completely understand why they don't want me to draw Rage.
Why? They're not under investigation.
Well, I would definitely say, like, if they're looking for popular characters,
It's fair.
Rage.
Rage is not
No, He's
necessarily.
only popular in my house, and that's just because his name is my name.
Whatever, dude. I drew Rage in every set
From Upper Deck.
from Upper Deck. Every Marvel set that I did had at least one image of Rage in
I
it.
bet you that's why they started telling you what you could use.
Oh, dude, I'm not even lying. I remember there was one set that I picked the most obscure characters I could find. Just because I was like, I'm tired of drawing all the same ones. It's been like 7 years of drawing Marvel. And I went to the encyclopedia and I just pulled it. I'm like, who the heck is that? and I would draw that.
Sometimes you just have to draw something a little different.
I had a lot of fun that set. They all got approved, so you know it couldn't have been that bad.
I think Topps is more tied to Disney proper.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wants up to be. Because this set, well, I don't know, I am online, so I don't know how much I can talk about it.
Right.
New contract. Well, I have to say that the concept is limited.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It isn't, but it is. It's one of those.
Mm.
I kind of drew the same thing twice. Like, I literally drew this,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, let me draw another one with him. And I drew that, and it's
Yeah.
like, it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just move them on back. Because one cheat I do is I try to draw 3 or 4 of the same, 5 of the same guy, the
Mhm.
same character,
Right.
so I can just use one set of markers at once. And just
Smart.
like
Yeah, well, yeah.
kind of get them done and over with.
Yeah. Oh, so I don't know if I told you this, but I found out what I'm going to do with all my watercolor pieces.
Yeah.
Did I tell you?
No. I just wanted to know.
I'm actually going to do trading cards.
Oh.
So just like the old masterpieces,
Yeah.
like that's my plan is to do with a little power grid and stuff on the back.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, and I was like, oh, I could just use these because they're just
Yeah.
you know, like profile shots. I'm like, this would be fun. And then putting that on, getting it done on this, like the craft paper one.
Okay.
Right. So I figured that would be fun.
That sounds cool.
So we're gonna try that. So the bad part is I'm already planning for next year. Like, what am I gonna be doing next year? And I will, but I don't have my computer with me. That's fair. I want that to work. There we go.
So is this for a cover, an illustration? What are you doing?
Oh, this is colors for the issue 1. I needed to redo and fix some. As you could tell when I was like, he's too small.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure that I get something
But
out.
how much of issue 1 is still in the process?
Like 20%.
Okay. You're almost done.
Yeah. I'm not, because my delivery date is August, so
Oh, so you're pretty close.
yeah. Because even at the latest, if I got the pages and everything to them August 1st,
Yeah.
I'd still get it with enough time to ship it out and still hit the deadline of August.
And has your... I don't want to talk to... I don't know how much you want to talk about your process on the stream. I don't know if there's any parts that you want to. I was just gonna say, like, I know that you were using a specific printer.
Right.
Have the tariffs and stuff affected you?
No, because I print under 500 copies. They still print. They have a print shop in the States.
Okay. Once it gets larger, it's the issue.
Yeah, once it's larger, it'll be printed out of China, and then that's when we have to figure out what's happening. But I'm nowhere close to that yet.
Hey.
So that's future Brian's problem.
Yeah.
So I know that you are super busy with a whole bunch of other things in your life.
Yes.
When are we getting issue 2?
So, I have enough pages now, along with a short story I did a couple months ago at the Robot Club, where I can put those together and do at the very least an excerpt of issue 2 of like Mundo Ruido Cuervo and this robot story.
Oh, okay.
So I can put those two together. I didn't have to sit down and format the whole thing. Because I did gray tones on all of the robot pages. I haven't posted any of this yet. So like I don't know whether to post the whole story up or not, but I might post like a sample page up to show people a little bit of what I'm doing.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And then take the pages I've done from Mundo Ruido Cuervo and do the same gray tone treatment to them. Because I mean, if we're waiting on colors, I started to realize that's the thing that takes me the most time. So at the very least, I can make it more like an Ash Candy type thing.
Yeah.
I can make it a little cheaper.
Yeah.
For the audience.
Yep.
And then I don't want to say buy myself some more time, but I definitely have something out this year that can like
capture
move the story forward. Of course. And also get something out. The only thing is, as you just said, I got 19,000 other things to do.
Yep.
But I think I do have more in me because this is not the first time I've had this conversation with various people. It's like, hey, I like your first comic.
Yeah.
You really haven't done anything else. And it's like, nope.
Nope.
It's not that I'm not doing anything. It's just that, man, am I doing a lot of things that isn't that.
Right. It's like I'm just doing everything else.
Yeah. And I mean, I gotta say, the working on other people's stuff is, at least for me, easy because I can just somebody did the heavy lifting and I just have to pick up the thing and just kind of drop it. You know what I mean?
Right. I get that.
I'm doing pages for. I still haven't finished it, but I'm doing pages for John the Swamp Dude from. There's a comic called John the Swamp Dude from PLB. Publishing. Yeah. And I'm doing like a short 9-page story that they wrote for me.
Nice.
I'm working on that. And I like writing, but the process is difficult for me.
Okay.
Like the where drawing is far easier. Like if you give me something to draw, I'll draw it.
Right.
If writing, I have to sit down, close the door. Like.
Oh wow.
I
okay.
mean,
you got to super focus.
Yeah. That's why the robot story kind of attracted me a little bit more because I didn't write dialogue for it. It's a completely silent story.
Right.
And I can do silent far easier because then I'll just do my story thumbnails rather than writing a script.
Right.
Because for Mundo Ruido, I wrote a full script, just for myself. I mean, that's just my process for it.
Right.
I couldn't find a way into it without doing that.
That makes sense.
But then, it's also difficult. So I tend to steer more towards other people's, and that becomes a little bit more easy.
That's
because
fair.
There, it's almost like directing somebody else's script.
Right. I mean, I get that. I do. I completely get that. And I don't. And it's not that I have problems working on other people's stuff. I don't want to continuously work on other people's
No,
stuff.
and I think that there's different, like, one thing I've noticed, especially with my students, is that the dream isn't to work for Marvel and DC anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, like if you talk to like younger artists and whatnot,
Yeah.
of course people will still want to do that.
Of course.
But that's not the main dream anymore.
Right.
The main dream is to be entrepreneurial and create your own concept that you can kind of control your own shit.
Right.
And I think that's really cool. But there is a mentality to that that's like
Oh, yeah.
that level of like that level of hustle. I don't necessarily think I have
Mm-hmm.
as much. Like I like the idea of like I do like getting hired.
Right.
But on the other hand, I don't own anything that I work on.
Right.
So that's the trade-off is that even though I'm doing stuff for
You're
other
constantly
people,
working,
and
yeah.
they're giving me money, they're only giving me.
Right.
Like that's the only thing I get out of it. So there is
a trick.
sacrifice.
Yeah, yeah. 100%.
Just like when you're steering your own ship, the positive is that you own everything and it's your ship, but you kind of have to steer it.
Right.
And
yeah.
not everyone's built to steer their own ship.
Right.
And it's one of those things when I do the classes that it's like, okay, today we're going to talk about trademarks and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some people start rolling their eyes and it's like, look, man, if you want to do this, you
Right.
kind of have to deal with this because
Right.
contract law and
Yep.
and all that. And not to say that as a like you're still gonna have to deal with it as a freelancer and as a person who's doing their own work, but you just deal with it different.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Deal with it like way more.
if you're a freelancer, you're looking for like residuals. You're looking
Yep.
for can I use my work, and if they make it into a T-shirt, can I get something?
Yep.
No.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I can't. Oh.
Depending on who you're doing with. Whereas
I can't. Oh.
when you're dealing with it as your own creator, now you're talking about who's the best. I mean, you did the whole thing with like finding the best paper, finding the best
Yeah.
publisher, finding people who, hey, you do really good work, but you're not consistent enough for me.
Right.
Like, I need this out so that my audience knows that it's out there.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
work to being entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
And the problem is until you make it, it's all you.
Yeah.
Because I know that people are like, well, you can just hire someone. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of the whole problem though.
Yeah.
If I had the money to hire people, I wouldn't be busting my butt like this.
And I mean, the people who do the best of that stuff, because no one's gonna be as passionate about your stuff as you are.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to have somebody who's gonna make the work as much as you do, who's
No.
gonna be pushing as much as you do, all that stuff.
Yep.
So you can hire somebody, but you're risking the fact that you may get somebody who, to you, you're just a number. To them, you're
Yep.
just a number,
Yep.
and they'll deal with you accordingly.
Yep.
That's why, I mean, there's positives and negatives to all of this.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the big thing is you have to know
Mhm.
what it is that you want. And that's it, right? Because neither is wrong.
Yeah.
It's just, all right, is this what you actually want? Because, and I have to, and I tell my students all the time, I'm like, yeah, it's all nice and good, right? That you're like, I'm going to go do this. Like, okay, but you can't even finish your stuff on time.
Yeah.
How are you going to make this work? Especially when it's your meal ticket.
Yeah, because I mean, you think that, oh, well, then I don't have anybody on top of me. It's like, well, no, now you have an audience.
Yeah.
You serve the public directly. And
And they're brutal.
They're brutal. They're far less. You think that a critique from an editor's bad? When
Yeah.
the audience stops like trusting you,
Yeah.
it's not just a critique. It's like they're not gonna invest.
Yeah.
And
And and you need the money.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, you know, it's a weird thing, comics, and,
Yep.
or just media arts in general. Because on the one hand, you do want to follow your muse,
Yeah.
but on the other hand, your muse has to be, I hate to say it, but profitable.
It's got to be profitable.
Yeah, like, I mean, it really is kind of.
There is no way around it, you know, like it has to be, because otherwise, one of the main things, like, otherwise, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Because if it's not profitable, then you're just, you know, you're just, I don't know, going through the motions. And you can't do that if you're trying to, you know, eat.
Yeah. And you have to be constantly out there too. 'Cause, I mean, we know a few artists that would probably run circles around us.
Yeah.
But you don't know them.
Yeah.
They don't do.
Because they don't do that. Yeah.
Anything.
Oh yeah. And I get, you know, and it's funny too, because having students coming around and asking questions and all that kind of good stuff, it's really interesting when they come to you and they're just like, oh my goodness, you know, either you're so good or you do this and that. And it's like, you know, there are people who are far better than me.
Yeah.
And I have zero problems telling you that.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference is that
Where are they?
I'm working.
Yeah, where are they?
And that's,
I mean, that's the truth,
yeah,
right?
and
Where
it's
are
like,
they?
and it's like that's the main thing. It's like I'm working, so that's why I don't worry about, you know, I'm like, oh no, I'm not worried that, you know, every time I make something new for sketch cards, because I'm way behind on my deadline, and
About it.
and it works, right? Those half faces came up because I was late on a Marvel deadline.
Mm-hmm.
And then it worked. And I was like, oh, wow, this is okay. And people liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I kept doing it until other people started doing it. You know, because I was like, well, there's going to be people. I was like, wow, you're doing it better than I am.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I'm like, you made that look more interesting than me. Well, it's one thing when I'm the only one doing it, or I'm the best at doing it, to when other people do it and you're just like, oh, well, I'm gonna step away from that trend now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's solely because like I have to keep creating something for people to recognize that I am doing things. Because, like I said, not the best artist. People are way better than I am. But I'm gonna constantly be there. You're gonna keep seeing me.
Yeah. The hustle's real. And, you know, it helps that you like what you do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely one thing. It's like, when the joy comes from making the art, not how the art's taken in. That's when you finally found the key to life. Because, I mean, the whole, like, how do you handle haters? So it's like, well, you mitigate how much you handle lovers. You know, you go like, yeah, it's cool, but you don't live by the love.
Right.
You just live by wanting to draw.
Yep. What is that? Oh, God, you know, Photoshop's upsetting me sometimes because I do gradient, and then you know how before, back in the day, when you did a gradient, you selected the two colors in your color picker, and then that was your gradient.
Yeah.
Well, now when you do that, it goes cool, but then it saves it. So when you pick a different color, it doesn't change it automatically. You have to go and physically change it. I'm like, who thought that was a good idea?
Monster. Yeah, what you talking about?
so confused as to what's going on here right now. Alright, so you do work. It's bad when you do something that's like, why is this not working? Then you take everything away and then it's like, I work. Like, okay, can you work better? Okay, so that's there. We've got that going. So when's the deadline for that one?
Alright, so this one's due in August.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. The Star Wars one that I have in the car is due in July.
Oh.
So that one, but it's July like 28th. I can do Marvel stuff better off my head than
Right.
I need more reference to Star Wars just to
Yeah.
make stuff more intricate.
I think that's one of the things that really got me with the Star Wars one. I was just like,
very particular.
Yeah.
But I mean, that is Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Can't be mad. I'm not, like I said,
yeah.
I was,
You're like, hey.
I'm like, look, man, it's your product, dude. Whatever. It's all good.
So I mean, they offered me to work on the pure Disney stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like no.
You didn't want to take the Disney stuff?
No. I mean, at first I was like, I could send some stuff. And I'm like, oh my god.
Yes. Yes, you do. Like the one time you'd want to draw down. One time you'd want to draw Donald Duck.
If it was like a full-on Darkwing Duck series of cards.
Right.
That's the other thing. Like, you're not guaranteed you're gonna draw Donald Duck. It might be like, I don't know, Pocahontas or something.
True. But you don't have to take it. You're not contract bound.
Yeah, I can probably put something in, but that's why I haven't signed up for it or nothing.
I mean, it's understandable.
Yeah. That's more my speed.
But I'm glad that your previous issue
Yeah.
has.
It also raises some questions.
It does.
Like, hold on. But I mean, at this point, I'm just gonna.
Keep moving.
Yeah, at a certain point, you just gotta. It is what it is.
Right.
Forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown. And just move on. certain point, you can't hold too much of a grudge. You're gonna be a working stiff in the army.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if that's the job, you know, and you're like, well, here I am working, and you want to, you know what I mean? Because I've had that conversation many a time about being entrepreneurial or being the cog in the wheel,
Yeah.
or I mean in the machine, right? Because it's like, and I have to always reiterate because I can see certain people getting mad, and I'm like, there's nothing wrong if you want to be the person who draws Spider-Man all day. There's not.
I mean, I had a former student, just graduated, flat out said, I want to be a cop. Like, that's
Yeah.
the term they use.
Okay.
They want to work for a gaming studio,
Nice.
and they want to draw all day characters that they're told to do, and they want to just, they're like, please don't ask me to create anything because that hurts. And I did tell them very clearly, well, just know that if you're going for gaming, you are a cop.
You are a cop.
Yeah.
You don't really get a choice.
You know what I mean? Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
If
don't worry
you're
about it.
going for gaming, that is what you're doing.
This is what you are. You just get
Yeah.
to say that you worked on it.
Mm-hmm. And it's not bad.
It's not bad. You just have to. I think you
but
just
you
need
have
to
be
know
at
it.
peace with it. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to know it because you know you want to know who has one of the worst times with the idea that they were a cog. Do you remember Fabrice? Do you remember Fabrice?
Fabrice?
Fabrice.
The spray?
No. So you know him. It's sticks out. Yeah. Nah.
I can't just like take it out.
You
of the
could.
trash
You
can.
can if you
I
want
won't
to.
be able to close the bag.
Here, hold on. Oh, no, you got that. Okay. But Fabrice was the co-creator or the co-creator of Spider-Man Noir,
Okay.
and right, he's since went on to make his own production company
Okay.
for, I mean, pretty much inclusion. And just, right, so he's doing great things. He's putting out great work and stuff like that. But people would contact him when, like, Into the Spider-Verse happened. And, you know, Spider-Man Noir was there. Nicolas Cage was, you know, the voice. And he's going... He had a lot of public posts about it. About how he gets nothing. He's like, I get nothing. You know, they didn't even ask if we wanted to do this, that, or any. You know, there was nothing, and he was very, 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 very upset about it. And I'm like, but you knew that it was a work for hire contract,
Yep.
because that's what they deal with is work for hire contracts. So you kind of knew that you were the cog in the wheel.
Yeah. It's a tough one, man. Because, like, on the one hand, you think that they want to incentivize,
Yeah.
create more contracts and incentivize some sort of partnership to create more stuff
Yep.
so that, you know, you'd have more new stuff.
Yep.
But on the other hand, they don't have to.
They don't exactly. They don't
They
have to.
don't have to. I mean, it would be better for business, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But they don't see it that way.
Nope. They're like, we're gonna buy it. We're gonna.
But you know, not everyone. Like DC, I think it's Graham Nolan. He gets something every time they use Bane.
Really?
Yeah, in the movies and stuff, he gets something.
Wow.
So it depends on the contract.
Yeah.
They get to negotiate.
Just got to know what you're doing, I guess. But I mean, but there's a lot of people who they're like, oh, you know, I'm gonna work my way up, and then I'm gonna make something for Marvel. It's like that's cool, but you have to be okay with it. You have to be okay with you're pretty much not going to get anything from it.
I think the idea is probably now like you make your way to work in those jobs, and then you use those jobs to promote yourself.
Right.
Then
Right.
you go off and make your own thing
Yeah.
using the name that you may
Right.
It helps.
It does help. I mean, having a name first 100% helps.
Yeah.
If you can just be like, hey, I'm the person who created, in this case, Bane, right? I created Bane, and now I'm working on this other product. It's like, oh, well, bet, right? Like, that's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, you just have to be at peace
Yeah.
with whatever you're doing.
Well, because if you're not, they're
And I mean, if you're not, nobody says that you have to just sign a contract. You can go back and renegotiate stuff.
right.
I mean, they can, but that's the tricky part is you have to be okay with walking away. from the
Walking
table.
away,
Yeah,
right.
that sometimes is tough.
No, I mean, to be honest, that's really tough.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're right there. You like, I can taste it. And then it's like, well, either do this or nothing. You're right. What's more important?
Yeah.
But in the end, once again, you just have to be okay with whatever the decision is that you made.
Yeah, and it is tough.
It is tough. Because you probably are like, I made the wrong choice.
Well,
You know what I mean? You're like,
Yeah.
I made the wrong choice. Like, well,
I mean, there's differences. Like, for example, if a contract is gotten to in bad faith, which has happened in the comics industry too,
mm-hmm.
that's different. Like, you were lied to.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Or you were given a set of circumstances that didn't turn out to be based on any type of reality.
Right.
That's also a problem. But,
Yep.
you know,
In short, the industry is kind of hard.
yeah. But that's every form of art. Like,
Yep.
What was the line from oh my god, was it De La Soul that like the one about record executives are shady?
Mm. Yeah.
That just applies to everything.
Yeah. It does.
Yeah, like, 'cause I mean, they refer to all this stuff as IP, right? Like,
Right.
that's how they view it as intellectual property. Because it is. It's
Yeah.
it's intellectual property. Like, that's like sometimes you kind of look at some of the stuff and you go like, how come X amount of characters never change or that stuff? And it's like, well, if you're thinking about it as a business entity, there's not a lot of real incentive to change characters.
Right.
It really isn't, because like if you change, I don't know, Superman.
Yep.
You get a new Superman. You have to once again go back to the well and create like brand building and
Right.
like a brand awareness and all that stuff, and that can help you for a while, but eventually people are gonna want that original that version that they knew.
Right. Also, you have to remember that every time you do that, it's more, oh, well, now I have to go get that copywritten. I have to go, you know what I mean? You got to do all this legal stuff.
Yeah. And I think ultimately that's why, like, for example, if you look at something like Invincible, which whole thing was to change every couple of years,
Right.
to move stuff around. But a lot of that was because it was creator owned.
Right.
And it was building on the idea that what if a superhero comic could do the weird decisions that you normally don't see in superhero comics.
Right.
And that's what made it exciting. That's why a lot of people moved to indie books.
Right.
Because they're just like, anything can happen in an indie book because the creators make it.
Right.
So, like, it could be whatever. Yeah.
Right. I have to go, well, or some of this, but I have to go pick up Butch from work.
Yeah.
I'm going to send Ty up here to talk to the people. And,
Okay.
and you.
Okay.
All right, so I'll be right back. I just got to go pick up.
I'll be here drawing away from the screen. Somebody will be with us shortly. missed.
Yes. Hello, chat. How's everybody?
Everybody's okay.
Hello. How was your weekend, Dawn? I don't know if you heard me because I was spinning. Ooh, sounds like fun. But, my summer break is going, feels like it's been going really slowly. But I'm happy there's no school. So that's good. Mr. Spider-Man, do you have your bracelet I made you?
I have it at home. Disgusting, I know. What a bad
Daddy
person.
has his right.
But he lives with you.
His right
He
here.
lives
He
right
wears it
here.
every day.
Well,
Every
your
day.
dad's a good man.
Do you have any fun plans coming up?
Me?
You and chat.
Oh, the chat?
No, and you.
And me?
Yes.
So to recap, you're talking to me, but also the chat.
Yes.
Okay. Well, tomorrow I'm flying to Puerto Rico to see my family.
Yeah, you have to fly to like,
A bunch of places.
I know one place is New York.
Yes. That's where I'm flying from to Puerto Rico, but before that I'm going to Boston.
Oh yeah.
Because I bought a cheaper
Dang it.
ticket, which for some reason means more flights. You would think it would mean less flights. But
Yeah.
no.
If you went in the fall, you could officially say you went to Boston in the fall, like VeggieTales.
Yeah.
I made 22, no,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
what?
Buckaroos? Big old dollars?
Well, I did make $27 today, but I made 11 pairs of earrings today.
Oh, okay. So you made individual earrings.
Yeah, I made 22 individual earrings. And then I sold a pair, and then a necklace, and then a bracelet, and then 2 charms. Moving sounds like a lot of work. I'm like a security scanner. Except I can't see anything. I have a would you rather for you guys. Would you rather? This includes you, Mr. Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have a strawberry pet, like a strawberry creature pet, that lets you smell emotions from other people? So if they're sad, they smell like a moldy basement.
Alright, what's the other option?
Wait, I'm not done. A moldy, wet basement, like if they're sad, and nice buttery salty popcorn if they're happy, stuff like that, right? And so you get to know how they're feeling at all times, and if they're really lying to you about how they feel. And also, but the scent lingers, so they smell really bad. Or have a banana pet that lets you like revisit any photo. So like if you have a family photo at the beach, you can like touch the picture and you'll be at the beach and you get to like hear the seagulls and like feel the breeze and hear the ocean and stuff like that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
every time you revisit a memory, like a picture, you lose a memory of yours.
Are you losing the same memory you're looking at?
No, just like a random memory.
Oh boy.
So you could like forget the memory of like your favorite memory of your favorite person, or you could like forget how to read or something.
Wait,
Like-
whoa. Okay, so it's not just nostalgia. You could also lose a motor skill. Can they forget how to function?
No, like your body knows how to work, but you'll be like singing the ABCs. You'll be like A B C D
And I'll forget.
F G
Well, I
A.
mean, those I can learn again. So the first one is
You can smell people's emotions, but the scent lingers.
how long? Well, this is important. How long does the scent linger?
I'll say like 32 hours.
30. I thought you were gonna say 6.
Nope, 32 hours. No, actually, I'm gonna change it to 6. That's right.
Because let me and question.
Yes.
That's everybody, right? Like
Yeah.
you would know everybody. So you're constantly dealing with a smell that lingers, though, right? Because people will always be around you.
Yep.
So the only way that I would have to deal with this is to just not hang out with people.
Yep. Or get a nose plug.
What? So the question really is, how much do I want to put up with a nose plug? Because the memory thing. Are you getting answers from over there? or
Somebody
no?
said the banana pet.
Which is the memory one.
Yeah.
They'd rather have that one.
Yeah.
I could get nose plugs.
Yeah.
And also, I don't hang out with people that much. Although I do go to work with a lot of people. But they're stupid, so they smell anything.
Oh.
I think I'm talking myself into the first one. Can they smell my emotions?
No, because like it's kind of like a superpower that you only have. No, people can't smell you.
This is the worst superpower.
Well, not a superpower. It's like a power that you get for having the strawberry pet. Like every time. Okay, wait. Let me change it. The strawberry pet. You can only smell people's emotions if you have the strawberry pet somewhat near you. So like.
Okay.
So like if it's like if you leave it at home and then you like take a walk like for a block, then you can't smell people's emotions.
Then I'll take the strawberry pet. That actually cemented it.
Does that change your answer, Dawn? That like, but that you don't need the banana pet. Like the banana pet stays with like, you can use the thing, no matter what.
But then but I mean, there's the other side of it with the banana pet. You can just have a banana pet and never look at a picture. And keep all
No,
your
no,
memories.
like you don't have to. Your power doesn't really activate if you look at a picture. You have to like touch the picture.
Okay, so I can look at pictures, just not touch them.
Yeah.
Oof. And is that also dependent on the banana pet being there at all times?
No, you can touch a painting whenever.
And it can take away a memory of mine?
Yeah.
Oof. These are some tough choices you've brought up to my attention.
I have more where that came from.
Do you do this every time your dad goes to pick up?
No, I do this every day to my friends.
And how do they feel about it?
They say, and
Why
then
are
they
you
pick.
doing this to me?
No, they just say and then they pick an answer, and then somebody else. People have learned, like they adapted to it, and then they just like do the same thing. But then I stop talking to them because they're kind of boring.
How many friends do you have?
Too many to count. I'm kidding.
My goodness. Popular.
No, I'm not popular. I'm just
You just live your life.
I'm just there. Like people know me, but I'm not popular. People don't wake up and say, you know who I want to know, like, you know who I want, wait, you know who, you know who I would like to notice me? Abigail. No, nobody says that.
Well,
Daddy, would you rather have would you rather have a strawberry creature pet that lets you smell people's emotions every time that your strawberry pet is near you, but their scent lingers for 6 hours, so they just smell like disgusting? Or would you have a banana creature pet that lets you travel back into like time to photo? So if you have a family photo at the beach, you can touch the photo and then
Oh, the
you're
banana.
into it.
The banana.
Oh,
no,
but
wait.
every time you travel into a picture, it gets rid of any memory of yours. So that can be a memory of how to do like basic addition or in subtraction, or like a random letter in the alphabet, or just like a memory, just like of like going to Six Flags or something.
I like that your concept of like key memories is going to Six Flags.
Well, we went to Six Flags a lot.
So, my pet either stinks and I smell
No,
emotion.
No, you don't smell your pet.
I don't.
Hello.
I don't smell the pet.
How are you?
Your pet doesn't smell, but
How
other
was
people
your work
smell.
today?
Oh, I'll take that because I don't
It's
care what
alright.
they,
It's
what
alright.
they smell.
Well, I mean, that's
No,
good,
no, you
right?
smell that.
It's better than bad.
It's better than
I
bad.
smell my pet.
No, you smell other people's emotions.
You smell other people's
So like
emotions.
if they're sad, they smell like a wet moldy basement, and if they're happy, they smell like buttery popcorn. And like,
Yeah, I don't want this power.
but if your strawberry pet isn't with you, like, in like,
Then I don't smell them.
yeah, then you can't smell like their emotions.
Hmm.
They have to be there.
I'm putting the pet up for the.
And then you said that if you don't have the banana one, you can still touch a
Yeah,
picture
you can
and
still
it'll
touch a
still
picture.
and it can take away a memory.
Oh.
But if you don't touch a picture, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You can just look
You
at
can look at
pictures.
pictures, but if you want to enter them, you have to touch them, and then you lose a memory.
Well, I think I'm gonna take the other one so I don't lose my memories, and I can always leave my pet at home if I don't want to smell people.
That's what I said.
Okay, I have another one. I have to think of it. Okay, would you rather have a plum creature pet that gives you a random superpower every 6 months, and you keep it for that like period of time, but
But these butts, man.
but you lose a body part?
Oh.
Jeez.
Oh.
Like it gets amputated, so it's not like bleeding out,
Which
but
body part?
any body part's random. Every time you get a new
Random?
superpower,
Oh.
but you get it back. No,
What?
you get your body
What
part
counts
back.
as? Are you talking about just limbs?
No, any body part. So it can be your eye, can be your like finger,
Yeah, probably not.
can be.
So what's
Well,
the?
yeah, but how like can I lose like a drop of blood? Does that count as a body
No,
part?
it's not a body part.
Yeah. So what if I just lose my heart or my brain? I just die.
Or my nose?
Your nose,
Or
you
my?
won't die. That's not like life.
Okay, so you're saying limbs? Not
Yeah,
not okay.
yeah, nothing in your
limbs.
body. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, so just limbs?
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
What are the superpowers?
Anything.
No.
Yes.
Then no is my answer.
What if what if my superpower? You said I can do anything.
No, your superpower
No.
is randomized.
Yeah, because the chance
Like
of getting
it could be
anything
like
good
super speed, super strength, invisibility.
Oh, it's randomized.
Yeah,
Yes.
what if I get like turn everything I touch into coins? I don't want that.
Well, like,
Well-
or if I decide to use these powers for good, right? To
Wait.
like save humanity. But now they're random, so I need to lift a car, but instead I can leap like a frog.
Or you
Just
can
like a
smell
little-
people's emotions.
Or I
Oh,
can smell
wait,
people's
hold on. I'll be
emotions.
right back.
Or forget my memories or whatever.
It's like, my thing is, or you could smell your emotions. That's your thing. You're like, oh.
Yeah, none of the options were good.
Yeah, like, I don't think I want any of this. What am I picking?
You're like, no, I'm good.
I'm gonna give you guys something that, like, I'm gonna give you a would you rather I sent to my friends.
Okay.
I only sent them if they're kind of good.
Okay, they're kind of good.
Kind of good.
I'm excited already. You're selling them perfectly. Would you rather eat a whole pie, but then never eat another pie in your life again?
Oh.
It's the best pie you've ever had.
The best.
It's like,
You will always have memory of the best pie ever, but you will never be able to have the best pie again.
or
Are you done? I'm not trying to throw you out, baby, but are you done with mommy?
No.
You should
I
probably.
told her, I asked her if I could, like, stay with the chat for a little bit, like, with the stream for a little bit, and then
Okay.
I told
what
her
are you
that
supposed to be doing now? Okay.
we're watching a movie, but it's kind of boring.
Uh-oh. What movie is it?
Norbit.
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 That's funny.
Good old Norbit.
Okay. Bro, that's just the one I did.
Bro.
Bruh.
What the heck, bro?
Okay, that's me yelling. I got mad.
So you got mad.
Yeah, I got mad because I got added into a random group and then got tweeted on.
Whoa.
Tell me that.
Oh my gosh. At $1 for every time.
Okay. Would you rather adopt an orange pet that does all your work and chores perfectly? So like if you have laundry, it's folded perfect and like put away neatly and stuff.
But
No wait, I'm not there yet. Or if you need to like turn in an assignment to your like not manager but person who like is
Mm-hmm.
higher status than you, I forgot the word. And then it's like perfect and they love you and then they like move you up. So you're really good at that. But it needs to take a 30-minute nap every hour. If not
okay, every half hour it goes to sleep. This thing. Okay.
Yeah. If not, it will throw a tantrum destroying everything in its path.
Yeah, just give it
Or
yeah.
adopt the lemon
That sounds
pet
like me.
that makes your mood instantly better once you walk into makes your mood and everybody else's mood better once you walk into a room. But in order for it to do that, it has to be in a good mood. And to put it in a good mood, you have to tickle it until it's about to pee.
Give me the first one.
Give me the first.
First
Give me the
one.
first
I
one.
get a little orange that does anything I need it to perfectly.
And every half
Yeah, but
hour
it-
it leaves me alone.
Yeah,
Every
Yeah,
half
that-
hour it
that's-
leaves me alone.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it goes off. It's like I gotta go to bed. It's like all right.
Peace out, bud. It's been real.
This one is something that my friend said.
Okay.
Would you rather be able to fall asleep seamlessly? Wait,
That one.
yeah.
Whatever
But-
else happens is worth it.
Just wait. But you don't know when and where you wake up.
That's fine.
So
Yes.
if you you go to sleep, you wake up, you can be in 1776,
Oh,
where Aaron
I can't-
Burr and
I can't do
Alexander
that.
Hamilton.
That's too dangerous.
That is
Yeah, that's a terrible power.
Or in the
Yeah.
middle of the ocean, it can be anywhere.
So
Yeah.
it teleports me and makes me travel in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can wake up in the middle of the ocean.
I'll
Yeah.
just take melatonin.
Okay, what's the other power
Or
now?
you have the
Why are you
ability-
ruining perfectly good powers?
Or you have the ability to control dreams of everything and everyone, but your dreams are always nightmares.
So I can make everyone else happy.
But
Yeah.
I always have nightmares.
But I always have nightmares. Well, I mean, considering I don't want to be teleported into 1776's ocean,
Yeah.
I guess I'm taking the other
Because
one.
that's the one.
Mm.
Because eventually, hoping I get used to the nightmares.
Right, and whose nightmares? Like, is
Your
it?
nightmares.
Yes, but I understand that when I go to sleep,
Are
it's a
they
nightmare.
traumatic?
But is it my nightmare? Like, or did I see Butch's nightmare, which he's afraid of broccoli coming to eat him, and I'm like,
No,
I'm
okay.
not afraid of broccoli.
Every person that you like controlled their dreams, if you made them have a good dream. Oh, you can also make them have nightmares. But
so we
like,
get to be evil
So
too.
if I make them have nightmares, do I have a nightmare?
yeah, you still
Well,
have.
you always have nightmares.
You can't win this
That
one.
was the trade-off. You always
You're
get
always
nightmares.
gonna have a nightmare.
You can control. That is another crappy power. I don't really want that.
I don't like
either.
either of these.
Okay, well here's another one then. Would you guys rather have give me a
Neither.
fruit.
Neither. These all stink.
Dragon.
Would you rather have a dragon fruit pet that
Why do they all need to be fruit pets? What do the pets have to do with it? Is it just like, would you want this power that's really bad?
no, you need the animal.
No, I don't need the animal.
Yes, you do. Oh wait.
It's like, oh wait, no, you don't.
Wait. Oh, okay. Would you rather have a dragon fruit pet that, and whenever you hang out with it or take it places or bond with it, you get super speed, and instead of walking, but instead of like walking or running, you glide. So like if you have really run, you glide across on the ground, and you can't stop without running into things. Or have a strawberry pet that makes you be able to eat anything, and it tastes delicious and leaves behind a scrumptious scent wherever you go. But every time you eat something, you crave more, and you crave more and more sweet. So you'll dream about cake and can't stop yourself when you say last piece. So you just keep eating sweets and sweets and sweets.
So, eat myself to death or die from crashing into a wall.
Yeah, like I was gonna ask, like you have super speed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna crash into things.
Not if
You're gonna
me.
die.
No.
Well, I mean,
You
yeah,
see-
or you, I
Run
guess
into
if
the
you never
wall.
want to stop, you'll
Oh.
have to crash.
Also, you can just leave your pet at home.
But
Yeah,
you,
but if I ever use the pet, I'm gonna kill mine.
No, you won't kill yourself.
Okay.
Just don't run off a cliff.
I don't think like how fast is super speed in this story? Because if you go super fast, even if you trip, you're gonna hit the floor so hard you're just gonna explode. You thought about these? I'm gonna have to think about them too.
Your powers are terrible.
I don't like this Justice League.
What about like what would you want this? Here, we got this one. You can jump really high, but only once. Or
I mean, depending on, you might only be able to jump really high once, because if it's high enough, landing's gonna suck.
or every time you think of somebody, you get teleported to them. Which one would you want?
The second one.
ooh, the second one for sure.
Well, I don't know. The second one's pretty bad too.
Oh no,
Let them in
no,
the-
that's fine. Because even if it's like, ooh man, I can't stand that. Bloop.
Okay, but what if you,
Hmm.
like, what if you,
I've got two
teleport-
chances.
While they're
Two,
in their toilet.
two.
What if you teleport through them, like you know how like A-Train ran through that guy?
Oh, well, see, that's
Like,
different.
you think of them and then they explode.
Oh, I don't want that one. I'll only jump
yeah,
once.
I think that's a new one. I'm gonna go with
I will
blow
jump
them up.
high once. That's fine.
Yeah, the boys kind of ruined superpowers for me. But back to the super speed. I think the other one really is the only way to go.
I forgot what the other one was.
I don't care.
It was
Like the
it was
other
like,
one.
you can eat
Oh,
anything,
yeah.
and when you eat it, it's super good. But then you have to eat more and more until you die.
No, I did not say that. Next one.
Yeah, but
Didn't
Would you
see-
rather have a
it
mango?
that will happen. if
Would you rather have a mango pet that lets you travel anywhere in the world? Like
What?
you get to choose. You get
Why do the? What is up with the pets?
I But every time you travel, you don't know what year you're
You know.
That's fine.
in. Or
No.
No, wait. So does my year change, or do I just not know because I'm dumb?
you're changing.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
yeah, that's too dangerous.
Or would you rather have a cucumber pet that gives you a random power each year. Each year that lasts a year, but every time you get a new power, you use a random body part.
That's the same.
Yeah, you
thing.
did that one
It's
already.
orange.
body parts.
It's like the orange, just with a different duration.
I know.
I know that
I was, I
because
didn't
you
finish
said it could be any power. What if I get something crappy like my fingers are 2 centimeters longer? That's my power, and I lose an arm now. I don't want that.
Okay. I'm trying to think of one to go into this.
That's hilarious. My
And also, I
superpower
have to
is
think of a pet too. Okay.
my superpower is a 1-inch stretchy finger.
Would you rather answer these questions or be the guy that woke up in the middle of the
Okay, wait, I found one. Would you rather have a kiwi creature pet that's fuzzy?
Why?
This one, it actually.
Why? Why are so many animals?
This one actually matters.
This one
one's
actually
This-
matters.
this
one's
one
the
matters.
worst one.
This
It's
one
fuzzy. It's fuzzy like your favorite sweater, and faster than a toddler running from bedtime.
I don't.
But here's the twist. If this guy doesn't nap for 30 minutes every hour, just like my other pet, things get weird.
What does that
They
mean?
fall asleep. They fall asleep mid-sprint. And passed out in his cereal bowl.
What?
Snoring in a shoe. Adorable chaos. One moment, flash of lightning. Next, power nap.
So.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, my bad.
Or a parrot creature pet with super hearing and can hear a leaf fall 3/4 away. It knows when your mom is about to call. It hears your neighbor sneeze. Clock over. But sometimes it hears a chip bag rustle and thinks it's under attack.
And then what happens?
It's cute. It's helpful.
No, I'll do
but
that
at
one.
any moment, it might go full panic mode over a hiccup.
These don't
do
seem
what?
that bad.
And do
Okay,
what?
I mean, yeah, but
And do what? That's the thing. Full panic mode. It's like, okay, hey, it's okay. Calm down. Yusa, here's a paper bag.
I have a kiwi that runs around and falls asleep sometimes.
4 letters,
Do they
1
turn
word.
into anything? Are they like
No, it's a kiwi.
4 letters, 1 word.
It's a kiwi and a pear.
Yeet.
Color. I mean, but this is what your parrot looks
Yeah, I know.
like.
I saw them. They're both ugly.
Yeet.
They're not good looking pets. No, I don't think I really wanted either of them.
Wait, did
this is all bad?
wait, did Jey Uso just beat Cody Rhodes to go into the King of Champions?
I don't know. I just I'm thinking.
Well, I mean, I could turn the TV on, but it's just that AG starts talking wrestling, which generally means something happened on the wrestling.
Well, I don't know.
Oh no, the match is about to start.
Okay.
I have a good one, guys. Trust me. Would you rather
The match is about to start.
have a star fruit creature pet that gives you the ability to pause time, or no but to that, or a date creature pet that whispers all your insecurities to strangers, but but it allows you to skip any awkward combo with people.
Give me this time. Why in the world would I want the other one?
I'm at a
If I
loss.
can stop time, right? I can still skip the awkward combo.
Oh my word, child.
Would you rather have a dragon fruit creature
Oh my gosh.
that can mimic any sound it hears? Oh. But has zero social awareness. Job interview, date night. Oh. You know? It's talented. It's cursed. It's you rather have a lime creature pet that creates stunning, breathtaking illusions? We're talking about boom, your bedroom becomes a starlit galaxy. Your backyard, space. But your illusions sometimes show what's in your brain,
Yeah, no.
which means your 7th grade math teacher is just standing there.
What?
checking.
Do I have to take one of these things? Why?
Yeah, I think
And
this all
this
just
is your
seems more.
dragon fruit pet, by
It
the
seems
way.
like it's more of a punishment to take this kind of stuff.
Yeah, probably give it a lime.
Like, did I do something? Why are there so many? Why is this? Like, is this a service that I got into? Why are they all?
Did I agree
Why
to
is
this
it like regular
nonsense?
pets? Why is that a pineapple? Why is it making things? There's two. Yeah, no. These are terrible.
They're not great.
Okay, this one's actually good, guys. Would you rather have a guava creature pet
No.
Why? that plops
No.
out tiny clones of itself
No.
constantly?
So far, we're still with no.
Just keeps popping them out. New guava all on the ground.
Why is this good?
Or a raspberry creature pet that only eats nail clippings.
Yes.
Anybody. And manicures, you don't need them. Pedicures,
That one.
don't need
yeah,
them.
That one.
Why would I want an infinitely cloning guava? What am I gonna do with that?
Not to
Make some
mention,
food.
I always need my nails cut.
I can't eat infinite guavas. I'm just gonna run this, like, I'm not gonna have a house anymore. It's only guavas.
Would you rather have
It's so weird.
honeydew?
No, I don't want to do
This one, this last one's actually good. I promise you, it's actually
That's
good.
what you said about the other one.
Okay, well, I was joking.
And then it's like, yeah, and it'll spin your insecurities and make you trip. I don't want it.
Okay. Oh, honeydew creature pet.
I don't know. It seems like it was telling on you there.
It can find anything you've lost. Anything.
But.
But
But.
It can find the cure to depression. It can
Why didn't
find
you-
the willing.
But-
I didn't
I
lose
didn't
that.
lose that.
I didn't have that.
It can give you the will, like the reason to live.
but
It can.
So it's all knowing.
Yeah.
It's not finding what I lost. It just knows everything.
it's like,
Every time
did he already win?
Every time it finds something, it screams, "Found it!"
Okay.
And then,
He thinks you find like a problem. Okay.
and like he screams, "Found it!" and he gets spotlight and like a bunch of dramatic effects like fire
Okay.
and fireworks.
Yeah, okay,
So far I'm fine.
Yeah, you can have that.
And in your
And then the next
dreams,
one's gonna be
in the library.
if you get a strawberry shortcake pet and they bite your face
And it
off.
comes with spotlight.
What do you want to talk? I want.
Or an orange creature pet.
Oh, not again.
Well, we're trying to get through all these questions from Abigail
And-
about weird fruit pets.
It prints out an eerily
Yep, that's
Ac-
the word.
accurate fortune every single day. Like, don't talk to the man with the blue shirt. Wait.
And I
Say
wanna-
yes to the second opportunity.
And I want
You're
to
not
I want to talk
actually made
about
out of
if
toilet paper.
I want to know if they actually let Cody Rhodes win.
Check
'Cause-
the door. Check like your neighbor's house or something. And it's soggy too. It's wet because it comes out their mouth.
Because
Anyway.
let's be honest,
Oh, that's what's
oh.
moving.
Cody Rhodes is the champion, so there's absolutely no reason for him to be King of the Ring.
And
Well, he's not a champion anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. He
and
lost to
every
Cena.
Every time he
Oh well, then
sees
he's
out
gotta
a fortune,
he's gotta fulfill his
he
story.
looks
He's
at
gotta
his
finish
dead
his
in
story
eye,
again.
And he giggles while
He has to
he
make
spits
it
out.
somehow to
Then
SummerSlam
wait.
and win.
Just give me the first one.
To
Or be Goldberg.
or be Goldberg.
If Goldberg wants
Yeah.
to come in and get a title shot, he can just come in.
He can't win.
He just, this
Daddy,
is just how he walks
would you
in.
want
Just
this
'cause
picture?
that's what it is.
I mean, I don't know what to do.
I told you.
Oh, then no.
Would you rather be a fruit, They have a fruit.
Like,
A fruit
no.
orange monster guy that eats.
I'm unappreciated for my effort. You guys don't get any.
Well,
Okay.
this long national nightmare's over.
Hey, goodbye. I'm leaving.
Oh my gosh, I'm joining Norbert.
It's more big.
Okay. You got me there.
We can talk about how Goldberg shouldn't come back.
Well, he's back.
I know, but he shouldn't be.
Well, he's back.
I know. I think I'd rather see Zach Gallen.
Well,
Just because.
if
But he's
if
over.
they give it to Goldberg,
They can't.
quite
Don't.
frankly,
they
they
can't.
shouldn't have taken off of Jay then.
Right.
Like,
Well,
also-
exactly.
What was the point? What was the point of everything?
If they're gonna give it to Goldberg, they never should have took it off of Jay. Because you could have had this,
You gotta
Same-
build something.
same effect, right? You're like, all right, cool. But it also, gonna be 100% honest. It coming off of the champ on like Raw or SmackDown or whatever the heck it was on, right? Because he just won on a regular match night, or was it Saturday, the Saturday night one?
Goldberg take it off of Jay, and then you have Gunther take it off of Goldberg.
Now see, that
and
would
then
have been
you can
cool.
build something with Jay afterwards.
That would have been cool.
Well, that's not what they did.
Nope.
And you know.
That is not what they did at all. I've really been contemplating doing this storytelling with wrestling idea, and just taking people on the roster, like WWE, go through WWE till I'm done, and then go to AEW till I'm done, and then go to someone else. But then just taking characters and being like, if I was placed in creative, and they told me do something with this character, how would I make that work? How would I tell that story? And just tell different stories. Because I still think that I don't know what creative is trying to do, because it doesn't seem like they're trying to be creative.
Well,
And I know that good old Paul Levesque is the one in charge, and he's becoming more and more Vince McMahon as he goes along. But, like, there would have been a better way for Goldberg to come up. You want to bring Goldberg in, he wants to have one more match before he goes, right? And he's like, look, I've got one more match. Like, have it be a respect thing, instead of just I'm going to come in and be Goldberg and try and destroy you, right? I've got one more match. You seem like the strongest, dedicated fight, I don't know, whatever. I want you to be my last match, right? Because then when he loses, it's just like, all right, he had a good match. It was a good run. It was a really good Goldberg match. Gunther doesn't lose any momentum.
I thought his name was Gunther.
No, his name is Gunther.
Well, that's all I hear on the show.
That is not what you hear on the show, because they stink.
Same.
I'm just saying. You insulted my family, we fight now.
Calling me Gunther.
He keeps calling me Gunther, and I'm, quite frankly. But see, then again, I'm still mad at how they built, what's his face? Everyone, the national treasure that is Pat McAfee.
Oh.
Like,
Or like the fight.
yeah. Because, I mean, yes, he got beat, you know, but but they build him as far too strong of a fighter. And then what does he do? He shakes his hand. Of all the people he ate for breakfast, he goes to Pat and shakes his hand like, what?
And now he's gonna stop bullying
Dude, Michael Cole? Like, come on. Dude, you're the bad guy.
I honestly thought that they were going to use that to write Pat McAfee off the TV for a while.
Oh.
Because I was like, oh, so they're just gonna beat up, or they were gonna write up Gunther for a while for him to go on vacation or something.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean that came out of nowhere.
Right.
And suddenly, you know, everyone's like, "You're suspended," and all that stuff. It's like, oh, so Gunther's gonna go to the beach.
Yeah.
Somewhere he's gonna go to the beach.
And he's gonna
or
get
something.
super ripped.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me answer your questions there, AG, or statements. You said it's because they aren't German. I get that, right? But I don't know if you knew Bakia at AI. I forget, all the people start running together, so I don't really know who knows who. But his name is Bakia.
Mm-hmm. People call him Bakia.
And everyone called him Bakia. I called him Bakia until like 2 years ago when you called him Bakia, and I was like, wait a minute, how do you actually say your name? And he was like, it's Bakia. I'm like, then why the heck didn't you tell me that?
He doesn't really care.
I know he doesn't care. He doesn't care, but because he even said, he's like, oh well, you know, it's just easier for people to say. I'm like, no. Turangratanachai. That's hard for people to say.
What the hell did you just say?
Turangratanachai. Do you remember Kirikit?
What?
Kirikit. Do you remember Kirikit?
Kirikit?
Asian guy.
Uh-huh.
Real quiet. 3D modeler. His name was Kirikit.
Yeah.
We called him Kirikit because that was his first name.
Yeah.
Because his last name is Turangratanachai.
Oh.
You want to know when I found out when his last name was? What it was?
Graduation?
In graduation.
Yeah.
And you want to know when and how I learned how to say his name? I had him say it multiple times at graduation. I phonetically spelled it, and I have yet to this day forgot how to say Turangratanachai. So you know what? Those Americans can learn how to say Gunther.
Oh, this was about Gunther.
Yeah.
It's like, where is this going?
Well, because I was like, they're saying it wrong, and he's like, it's because they're not German. I'm
Like,
like,
what are you
no,
talking
you can say Gunther. You
What
can
about
say,
Bakia?
you can say Bakia, right? No, just no. A name is a name. You should learn how to say the person's name. Like, that's just all there is to
I
that.
do call it Bakia.
I know you do. And I call ever since he told me, I was like, oh well, your name's Bakia. I'm gonna call you Bakia because that's your name.
I mean, sometimes I call him Babatunde because when he told me that was like one of his middle names,
Yeah.
I was like, oh well, shit.
I can't. I cannot.
That's too amazing.
I can't. I can't. Well, of course. Are you not a Pat McAfee guy? I mean,
I like that.
Pat McAfee is fun. He is just fun to listen to. He has a good time. You understand that man is making money, doing whatever he wants.
Yeah.
He is just having a good old time, and I appreciate that from the people in the WWE.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand people getting tired of him because he is, you know, a personality.
But he's the color commentary.
yeah, like he
Cause what else are you gonna get?
he's. I hate to put it this way, but he's their Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's their guy that talks to the audience.
Yeah.
In a less.
Yes. I mean, I like him because he keeps it interesting, right?
Get Vampiro.
Vampiro did not keep it interesting. Well, that's not fair. He did keep it interesting,
He kept it interesting,
but it was
but you
for
just
all
gotta
the
go like,
wrong reasons.
What are you saying?
It was for all the wrong
Did
reasons.
you ever watch the AAA?
I watched a lot of it. I think I caught all of it.
So Conan, right?
Yep.
It was Conan, and I kept, I don't know if it was to be key or somebody was like, Conan is like if a Vampiro was useful. Because he's just sitting there telling you things about like future culture.
No, I did watch it.
Yeah.
When he was just
Like-
talking, just sitting there like.
oh, this is what Vampiro should have been, but wasn't.
Vampiro, I don't know what was up with Vampiro. He was just
like, oh man, I'm just watching.
I'm just watching
I'm
the
just here for the
match.
fights, and it's like,
And who was the other guy? What was his name?
oh, it was. Oh my god, he was former wrestler. Too.
Right, right. He
And
was
he
somebody,
became, like, a
but
teacher.
but
And he did
he did all the work.
he did all the work. I actually like left that show because I remember always thinking he was okay, but after that show I was like, damn, he's putting in that work.
He did all the work for Lucha Underground.
Yeah, like he was all like, it's like Secret War. Like he explained everything.
Yeah,
And then Vampiro was there to just get like,
Vampiro existed. That was
and
it.
then he was a villain.
And
And
then
then he wasn't a villain.
yeah,
And then he stopped being a villain.
and it was stupid.
It was weird.
It was
It was
stupid.
awesome at the beginning, and then it was weird.
It was because he became a character,
Well,
and
he was the emperor.
and yeah, and that was I think the thing that was the worst because he didn't just become a character, he became the evil god of torment and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's just like, and then he would turn it off
Mm-hmm.
and then become the dumb commentator again. Yes, because she goes Gunta. Samantha Irvin knows how to hear someone's name and then say it correctly.
Chelsea Green.
I keep forgetting how good she was in Lucha Underground,
Yeah, Chelsea Green can do anything.
and I was
That's
like,
the thing. Like,
I was
Chelsea
like,
Green,
wait a minute.
And then when she just said like, "No, the career I want is actually the Miz's," because that dude
That was
is
great.
set. And I was like, you have the perfect mind for wrestling.
Yeah, I
Like
was
you
like,
know exactly what your lane is. You
Yeah.
know what you're doing. And I was like, yes.
I was like,
Cool.
it was funny. That one was probably the best.
Well,
It's
like,
like
when she
I
was
don't.
talking about, I don't know if you saw the other one. I want to be the first woman to win the Money in the Bank and not win using the money, not win cashing in and not winning,
Oh,
because everyone will remember it.
that's
And I was
true.
like, I got you there.
So everyone who's cashed in with the women has won.
So far, every woman has won.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Not to mention, they almost always they cash in like a couple of days after they won it.
Right.
Because Vince. Who needs a lady to hold this thing?
100% success rate. Interesting. Is the Jey Uso fight still going on? I just assumed it was over.
Is it a fight forever thing? Are they saying this is awesome?
It was like, I just assumed it was already over.
Were there shenanigans? Did Cody Rhodes, did Seth Rollins jump
No,
in?
it's still going.
Okay. It's gonna be shenanigans. At some point.
Well, there has to be.
Brought to you by Snickers.
It's brought to you by Snickers.
I would say ever since TKO bought them, they have just hold themselves out.
Dude, there's so many sponsors and
Oh,
stuff.
the
It's just-
entire ring is covered in. It's like a
It's-
NASCAR car.
Right.
It's insane.
It has so many, and then front and center, Prime.
Yeah.
How much money is Prime? How much money is he actually like throwing out to them to be like the Prime sponsor
I
for?
bet you he's built it into his contract where
You think
probably
so?
makes a little bit less than he probably should.
As a wrestler?
Yeah, as a wrestler for that Prime sponsorship.
Maybe.
He probably has something. I mean, hate the dude. I
Say,
hate the
yeah. I
dude,
was like, say
but
what you will about him.
He knows how to play the game.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I really
and it hurts. And it's like, and it
He
hurts.
is very good at what he does.
Yeah.
And it avoids that.
Yep. Yep. Exactamundo. It's like, why are you so good? Why are you so good at being this person? I dislike you.
Awful.
Awful sauce. Jay and Cody's having a classic right now. No. They're putting in the work, huh? Good for them.
Yeah. I'll probably watch tomorrow from the airport. I'll have time.
True. No, I don't think that would even catch any color. No color for you. I'm like, where are the bad guys? Where are the shenanigans? Who's gonna mess with Cody? Who's gonna mess with Jay? Who's gonna mess with Jay? JTG? What? Okay, JTG from Crime Time?
What happened with JTG?
I don't know. I was like, who's messing with people? And the AG goes JTG.
What?
Like, it's like, wait, what?
Is he wrestling?
What? You can't drop bombs like that and then like, wait, what?
What?
He's laughing. Don't laugh at us. That's just mean, sir.
Who's Rhea Ripley gonna wrestle?
Why?
Apparently she had a big old thing. Is she gonna wrestle Raquel? Oh, Raquel? I don't care. And she wrestling Stephanie Vaquer. So I can die. Happy.
Oh, JTG's an inch high joke? Okay. With you and your wife, I was about to say, I'm like, wait, is Crime Time coming back? It was so racist.
Well, one of them passed away.
Yes, one of them did pass, saving their
Their
son, yeah.
Like an actual hero. And apparently he was a really good scriptwriter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had a couple of scripts in the blacklist, like those scripts that are like
Ooh.
reviewed, and one of them was about wrestling. So
Oh.
apparently he was like making a really good go of it as a screenwriter.
Cody for the finals. They've just killed Jey Uso.
Jey Uso's a mid-carder. Or they're bringing him back with his brother.
Oh, they're gonna bring him back with his brother so that they can have another go round at the Bloodline feud when Roman Reigns shows back up.
Well, I mean, he's gonna have to do something because, like, the bloodline's like.
Well, because what's the point? Roman showed up, won the Ulafala, and then left.
And then he got hit by Seth, freaking Rollins, and then he disappeared.
Yeah, like, and he left, and you're like,
And everyone said the same thing. It's like he came back one day after WrestleMania. Oh my God, he's around after WrestleMania. This is amazing. It looks like he's gonna be here for a really. Oh, he's gone. Oh,
yeah, like, oh, he's great. He's gone. Oh, okay.
Never mind.
We stand mistaken. My bad.
Yeah, it's like, oh man. So I guess he just went home. It's like, I'm gonna go home.
Yeah, and it's just like, well, okay.
And Roman Reigns, another one that said, like, at a certain point, I'm gonna retire younger because I'm not gonna be one of these guys that's all broken.
Right.
Which I'm like, yeah.
And that's super fair, right?
You should do that. And maybe, I mean, clearly you could probably go into movies or something.
Right.
Your brother and your cousin into that. And be a movie star.
And he could. Night of Champions this Saturday? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe this Saturday.
Unless they don't allow flights in there.
Yeah. And it's like, maybe this Saturday.
And the question is, if they do allow flights in there, can the wrestlers get out?
Yeah, once they're in, then
They're
what?
gonna do just a series of shows and rehire for like a month?
Horrible. Oh. Can I tell you, I still don't like backgrounds. I know that's your thing.
Hey, man, I have to do them. That doesn't mean that I'm like in love with them. Inking is what I'm in love with that you hate.
Oh gosh. Alright. Drive safe. I cannot stand inking.
Inking's awesome.
You are mistaken.
You are drunk. Inking rules.
Gross. Do, 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 do. So I was thinking about doing like shorts, but for comics. So I was talking to someone from Jesse's old like group, And there's this person who was there doing comics, and you know, he's talking about how trying to making sure the product comes out and doing it cheaper, as long as we printed stuff in black and white. And then he goes, but I also did like 16 pages, which is a 12-page comic. Because he was like, yeah, and then the cover, right, and then the inside covers, so that takes away 4. So he's like, it's a 12-page comic, and I tell a story, and and that's it. And I'm like, half an issue. You know, you're like, it is a half an issue book.
Do people print 12-page comics?
He does.
Where does he go to print 12 pages? Because normally the I'm just asking because like
Print
that's
Ninja.
an option.
Print Ninja does 4 pages.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, Print Ninja does 4 pages.
Interesting.
And then cover. Right? Like, cover 4 interior pages. Look at my stairs. Doing the steps. But yeah, you know how we about the storytelling with wrestling. You know how we always would just go, "Oh, this is what I would have done." That just as a sit down talk series. I think it would be fun to break down storytelling like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, I think that you could do this, and here's how the story would work, and here's the arc, and here's the up, here's the fall. Certain people, like, these people should actually be winning. They need to lose here in order to build them up here. Type deal. Explain how you can't always have a person who wins all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, you could, yeah. But I think that's one of the ones where you're like, it happened. We can't keep making it happen. Does that make sense? Is your movie over?
No.
No, just quit? No. No. I don't want to answer any more of your strawberry pets.
It's not strawberry.
Alright, what do you got?
Nothing. Good night.
Don't lie to me. What do you have? You wanted to ask a strawberry pet question. You sure?
Yes.
Okay. I love you. Yeah.
Can I take a zinc pill?
A zinc? Why would you want to take a zinc pill?
Because my throat is hurting and I don't want to be sick for the convention.
Just keep getting sick.
No. No.
You make me sick. Can't make me sick. I'm about to fly out. If you make me sick, I'm gonna sue you. For the $20-something you had me today.
That you made today.
Now you have some money.
That's the money.
All that money.
All the money. Give me all the money. So how are you guys doing, chat? I mean, I know we saw each other yesterday, but how are things going? So much. I don't even want to talk about the detailed drawing that I have going on. Not this one. This one's technically easy. And there's still so much. See, I really do need to start taking from manga and just do black and whites.
What the hell just happened?
He ninja rolled in. The problem is that people saw him.
see. I'm very stealthy.
Sometimes my kids do weird things. Just in case you forgot. So, if there was a project something that already exists from a company that's already out there, right?
Okay.
What?
That I would want to work on.
Yeah. What would be the project? Like what property? Let's put it like that. Not, you know, what property would you want to work on?
I mean, in what capacity? Let's like, am I revamping it? Am
What-
I?
You decide.
Okay. Because if I'm just working on it, it's like that.
No, it's whatever. Like your dream job with whatever IP you know you'd want. Yes,
And then,
I love you too. How can I help
I'm so excited. Is the person who we're gonna be staying with gonna have a pool?
you? No.
You always want a pool.
Always wants a hotel. Like take me to a hotel.
No, I never say that. I just ask if we're going to a hotel.
Take me to a hotel. Hopefully it has a pool. I mean
That's
that's
why I was super duper happy at Ocean City. Because we went to like
The
Grand
pool that one
Hotel.
time.
we went where?
The Grand Hotel.
Remember you stayed with me?
Yeah.
There was a pool.
No, like the last time at the hotel at Ocean City.
We were at a hotel.
Yes.
You stayed with me. Remember we had, because it was a 2-day, and I had a hotel because my students had to go.
Oh right.
And you stayed with
Yeah.
me.
That's right. And
And
that
that
one.
hotel had a hotel.
That one had a pool. Right.
That one was on the haunted floor.
That's right.
I mean, we'll see if that happens again, because that'll be the new budget. I'm hoping that we'll be just fine and we'll just have a new. We'll just
That's
let us
right.
stay there one night. Because quite frankly, the hotels in Ocean City, outside of the key months,
Mm-hmm.
dirt cheap because nobody stays there.
Right.
Because I mean, we had. I don't know if you looked out the window. The view was excellent.
Oh.
It was straight to the beach.
It was beautiful.
I
But if
took
you
a
step
video of it.
2 feet in outside, you
Yeah,
freeze to death.
I also did that.
Yeah, like it's like, oh my goodness.
There was a pool, there was an arcade, and I'm pretty sure there was a gym. And then there were more games out inside of the pool, and the pool was super creepy. Like,
It was a little weird. I remember. Now I remember because that guy, that random dude, was just
Yeah, he was just
there.
there.
He was just there.
but the pool place gave off weird vibes. But nonetheless, I still was happy because there was a pool.
That was fun. I mean, like, I'm not even gonna lie. That was fun.
Like the pool was really weird. So you don't want to go back to that pool? No, I want to go back to that pool right now.
I was like, whoa,
Like,
that's
It
not
was
what I'm
just
saying.
like so like empty, even though there was stuff. Like it was a big place, and the pool was like in the corner,
Yeah.
like, blocked off.
Yeah.
But still accessible.
Yep.
Still fun. I love hotels.
Apparently,
I remember the hotel floors feel different than our floors. And like when you step into a hotel, you know you're in a hotel. and when I was
step in a hotel. No, you're in a
yeah,
hotel.
like your vibe of feel it. But if you go outside from our house with no shoes on and just socks on, and then you rub your feet up against the like mat outside our door, and then you come in to the house, it feels like you're stepping on a hotel floor.
Oh, really?
I did it, but
Interesting.
it doesn't work with any other. Ow.
There you go. Do that.
Try that.
Bye, hon.
Bye, Mr. Spice.
See you tomorrow morning for a little bit.
Good night.
Good night. Now, oh man, I hate it when they take the trash and never put trash bag back in.
Oh, little.
Happens more after often than I'd like to admit.
Damn kids. Damn darn kids. Do a good thing, but betray nonetheless.
Oh, you didn't spell that right. Am I still spelling it wrong?
What are you trying to spell?
No, apparently battle. But I keep putting it in wrong. Oh my goodness. There we go. It's like, I can spell.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Is that what we're drawing?
No, I'm gonna look
We're like, nope, Wolverine. Hunt him down. Again, he's so far away, we don't need to make them super bright. Oh no. Definitely. Oh look, someone's paying attention. Ha ha ha. It's like I found him. Hunt him down. Which means I need to add still something there. Probably need to go in one more time. That's okay. back to it later. Okay, I'm gonna go to his eyeball. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Hey, Mitch. What does he have for you?
I'm
end the
sorry,
stream?
I forgot, and I left him in the fridge during dinner.
Ooh, yum! Thank you. What's up, Mitch? How's it going?
I can bring you a deviled egg too, but
I'm
I didn't want to be
okay.
presumptuous.
I'm okay about deviled eggs.
Mmm.
He likes deviled eggs.
Mm-hmm.
I like them just fine. It's not-
You just don't need one for midnight snack?
No, I'm probably gonna go water later on, and that'll be that. Get it later on. Go downstairs.
Don't live too dangerously.
You know what? Sometimes you gotta.
I already turned off the weird lights downstairs.
Yay! There's no weirdness.
And
And the box fan is already in the kitchen. You just move it.
I was like, and I'll move the box fan for you. I'm doing well. You know, just trying to make it. Trying to stay not.
Let's put down an air
Let's
mattress up here so we can have a whole air conditioner and privacy in the morning.
Oh. I mean, I'm fine downstairs if that's not a.
No, we should be good.
I think I should be fine. Also, what time do people start waking up?
So it really depends on how well they sleep, but sometime between 7 and 8.
I mean, that's probably when I have to get up anyway, because
Yep.
my flight is at 11:30,
I know, so you gotta be there by 10:30.
or at the very least, about 10, right?
That's what I would do, but you know, I'm a little bit.
Oh no, that's what I do too. Like, I like getting there.
The anxiety
Yeah.
is the boss.
Yeah, I like to. I'd rather sit there for a little while and maybe get a Dunkin' Donut or something.
Yeah, I'd rather be bored waiting
If
than
you streaming
worried
longer.
that I'm missing.
No, we're not streaming longer than 11 because the doctor has a flight in the morning.
The doctor.
So
Not of economics, but
so we're gonna make sure he gets to bed.
yay!
That's where I'm going. Good night.
Good night. See you tomorrow morning.
Good night, chat. They had a bunch of guest stars tonight, huh?
I know.
Ty, Spidey, Baby, Butch was up here for a little while. Sarge even came up, right?
I don't know.
I don't think Sarge came out.
Sarge, come say hi to the chat, man.
Do it now. Oh, too bad. It was a lot of fun listening to you two chat tonight. Oh, thanks. Yeah, should try and get more and more people to come.
Was I requested to say hi?
You're the only one in the family who hasn't said anything to the chat today.
Hello.
I guess. You know. Bye.
Bye. Can I tell you something
Yeah.
depressing?
Oh, yes.
It's been 30 years this year. This year
Okay.
since I graduated high school.
Oh, nice.
30 years.
this year in August, it'll be 20 years of teaching.
It'll be 2 more years before my 20 years. It's 18 years.
Yep.
Which makes sense because I started 2 years after you.
Yep. So, you know, that's where we are, people. Time moves on. And now that I have so many years of teaching, guess what I'm trying to do? Be an artist.
Yay!
Yay!
Be an artist.
Be an artist.
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 Hooray!
Oh, kind of looks like we've gone past 11 by a couple minutes. That'll be my bad as I'm trying to put in his little lightning blast, angry lightnings, or seeming lightnings coming from his eyeballs. I think it's just bonus minutes. Yep. I think I just wanted to make sure that I can at least get this lightning in. Oh, that's why that doesn't look right. See?
Doesn't look like it.
Well, it doesn't. I was like, why is this not as awesome as it normally is? That's because the layer effect's not on.
Well,
You know, the thing that makes it the awesome. But we're gonna fix that in a minute. See? So much better. Like I said, if you want me to stop picking these up for you,
keep finding them. Is there one that I'm on the lookout for? I'm sure there is, but I haven't done anything with the Silver Box ones.
I haven't either. It's like I've got that still, because I've got to try and figure out what I want to do. How am
Yeah,
I?
me too. Like, is it just gonna be Quicksilver or like Monstar or
Yeah,
Battle Scene? What's his name on the cockpit?
Shit.
Playing his guitar.
Bluegrass.
Bluegrass, just being bluegrass.
Being a cowboy, but plays heavy metal when he wants to, but
I'm just gonna sit here and play my guitar. Bragga.
stuff was weird. He was weird. That's all I got. I'm like, he was weird. You have the supposed best ship ever, and then you're about to jump out and shoot your little guitar laser.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
It's always interesting, that show, because it's like, Oh, I forgot to tell you. There's a company. I think it's Nacelle.
Does it have to do a full body ninja drawing? I know
They're
it's too late
doing
now.
Cops and Crooks. The cops with like bulletproof.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just put out bulletproof.
Oh.
And I was like, holy shit,
Um,
they're bringing bulletproof back.
Mitch, I'm pretty sure if you were here earlier, we could have convinced the doctor to do a full body ninja as a redemption for the channel.
Well,
But it's too late now.
it's too late. Perhaps some other time.
I'm gonna do this last little lightning here, and then that's gonna be it. We'll be so close to finally finishing this page. Good to know for the future. Now you know for next time. Yeah, good to know for the future. Hopefully we can get him back on again. It really was fun listening to friends and artist talk. Yeah.
When do you have your streams? Is Monday, Wednesday?
Monday, Wednesday, Sunday.
My flight back is the 16th. I think that's a Wednesday.
Ooh.
So
And see,
perhaps-
on those days we do Watercolor Wednesday.
Oh, well then I'll just
And so,
I do something because I do watercolor. I teach watercolor classes.
see,
There you go. You know, I'm gonna have to find another trash can because yours doesn't have a bag, and I used
So-
it. Look at that. Children's treasure.
they did. My children have lied to me.
You put a trash bag in there, you.
Oh, just throw it in here.
You sure?
Yeah, because I'll just flip it over.
Okay.
Thanks.
Children.
I know.
Daddy has children. Monsters. I love them.
Watercolor Wednesday is great. All right, there we go. Got those. We'll get the glow in for her eyes, and then this page will be done. So, thank you everyone for coming and hanging out today. Nope. Yeah.
Hi.
So open mic night is this Wednesday. So Tyler and Abigail are going to be performing. So I will not be here. So there will not be Watercolor Wednesday this week. Maybe Tyler will try and do some freeform Friday like he's done before when we get some watercolor in. I don't know. But as of right now, there is no Watercolor Wednesday, and we will meet on Sunday. So I just wanted to let you guys know that we will meet on Sunday for sure, but Monday, or Wednesday, not so much. They say bye, doctor. Have a safe trip.
Thank you. Take care, everybody.
So, but yeah, thank you so very much. You guys are awesome. We're gonna finish the rest of the pages that need to be done, and life will be great. So, and then we get to move on to issue 2 and more character designs. So, like I said, thank you so very much. You guys are great. Hope to see you on Sunday, and if we do something extra on a different day, hope to see you then too. But until then, there's one thing that you always must remember: born a ninja, die a ninja. And I will see you guys on Sunday. See ya. Have a good night.
The Ninja Empire is supreme, dominant, and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.